Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. We're at property address 11906 Northeast 46th Street here in Vancouver. Located just to the right of the front doorway, out here in the planter bed, under a little green valve cover box. I have a 3-inch ABS cleanout. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's running, off we go. And I did zero out there at the base of the cleanout. Hoping they button these joints up good on this line. This line goes under, at least it appears to anyway, a lot of hedges, a lot of root systems around the line. Now we're making a transition right here over to PVC pipe. I'll get a better view of the transition joint when I come out. There was a little tiny bit of standing water there at the transition. It looks very short-lived and very minor. We'll get a better shot of that, but it wouldn't be surprising though if the line bumped to 4-inch pipe right there at that spot.
Oh, you leave.
And there's the main there at about 57 feet. We're going to let the line drain while we go locate. All right, located the camera head. Line terminates out on Northeast 46th. The line ends up jaunting into the driveway. It runs down the right side panel of the driveway. That's as you face the house from the street. No, it doesn't cross the entire width of it, but it does get well under the driveway. Approximately probably 5, 6, 7 feet in from that right side edge of the driveway. Within the right side panel, let's put it that way. Anyway, whoever's been living here has kept this line absolutely spotless clean. It is remarkable. There is not a drop of bacon grease or cooking oil it looks like has ever gone down this thing, which is rather rare to see. There is a little tiny bit of water still trickling through the pipe there. You can kind of see it moving. It's essentially nothing, but in case you're wondering what that is there. Alright, so we're back here at the transition joint. That's all the settling you've got there. Very, very tiny little belly. From about 19 feet to 20, it's about a foot long. You've got, I'm going to write it up as between 1/4 and 1/2 inch of water. You are just barely over 1/4 inch of water there. The bottom of my camera lens sits 1/4 inch off the bottom of the pipe. The water line is just barely getting above that. And for reference, I don't even consider repairs till there's at least a 5-foot section of pipe with at least 1 inch of standing water in it. And even at that point, it still takes a lot of doing on the homeowner's side to get a blockage. Belly like that purely comes down to homeowners. You'd have to abuse this thing hard enough to block the pipe everywhere else for that to even come into play. We're not going back towards the home. And at this point here, we are now inside the crawl space by about 10 feet. Everything from that point on is all crawl space pipe. That's stuff the home inspector looks at for leaks and whatnot when they're down there. A little bit of grease buildup going backwards. It's possible they jetted the line and only went one direction. Sometimes you see that though, just the way that water cools off. It's not uncommon for hot water, once it hits the exterior of the home, to start rapidly cooling off. And I'm sorry, what I mean in this case is someone may not use hot water where it's cooling off before it gets out of the house. Cold water will cause grease to deposit closer into the home or underneath it, where hot water, the interior will stay clean, and then it cools off on the outside of the house. Anyway, either way, grease buildup is quite minimal in there. Wouldn't hurt to clean the line, but it's not at a nightmare level of buildup. And all the pipe we just scoped there is in good condition, has good flow. Again, the only defect I even saw was a 1 foot belly with barely a 1/4 inch of water. Sewer line is functioning properly at this time.